everybody. Today we'll be talking about Caraflows and Black Southeasters. Wait a minute, Caraflows and Black Southeasters? That does not make any sense. Well, it does. You know why? Because Caraflows are associated with Black Southeasters and Black Southeasters are associated with Caraflows. Now we have an image here. This was in June. Okay, it's June, okay? That's winter. But did you know that Caraflows are most likely to form in the autumn months, which is March, April, and May? Mostly April. And it can also form in the winter months, but they're not as strong in the winter months than in the autumn months, okay? So now I can see this strong Caraflow. They're associated with a Black Southeaster. And what is a Black Southeaster? It is actually a big storm that causes thunderstorms and heavy rainfall in the Western Cape, okay? Only in the Western Cape. But in South Africa, it's actually quite different. But I'll get to there. But that's how it actually works. So now, this Caraflow, is it associated with a cold front? Well, that's one good question. You do know that that's winter. But Caraflows are actually associated with cold fronts. They are quite well. That's what causes that cold air, because now Caraflows aren't actually really quite like, I've experienced a Caraflow many times, and in Cape Town it's actually quite mild because of the thunderstorms and the humidity and everything. But now in winter, when the Caraflow hits with a cold front, causes winter weather, so it is possible, especially when a Caraflow comes and it comes in winter, because now cold fronts are associated with winter weather. Anyway, Caraflows are the biggest rain-bearing storms in South Africa, and this Caraflows is the same storm that caused the Laingsburg floods in the Western Cape, which was long time ago. So it's a really big storm, and this was 2023 going into 2024. I remember that storm very well. It was really thundery. I'm actually gonna do a documentary about the Caraflow. The next Caraflow that hits Cape Town, I'll do a documentary about it to show how I experienced it, all the weather phenomena. I'll take videos of it and all that stuff. It's gonna be very nice documentary about this storm, the Caraflow, that always hits Cape Town in the autumn areas. So now, what actually causes a Caraflow? Now, what actually causes that Black Southeaster? Remember, Caraflow pressure systems, they blow anti-clockwise, okay? High pressure systems blow clockwise. But now, this time, it's the other way around. Anti-clockwise. Doesn't actually blow clockwise. Low pressure systems? Well, it's the other way around, I tell you. Because now, it blows anti-clockwise. Look, here's 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But it blows this way. It pushes that southeasterly winds this way. Now, what if it has blown this way? How would it work? Would it blow flat down and then blow back up? Black Southeasters are very confusing. But here's a trick that I'll tell you about. This low pressure system actually blows anti-clockwise, which causes that southeaster wind to blow the Western Cape, pushes in moisture. But now I'll tell you, when this thing is over here, it blows clockwise, and then the southeaster wind blows in there. So what I'm saying is, let me zoom in so you guys can understand better. Now look closely. When the Caraflow is here, okay, now it blows clockwise and actually blows southeaster wind. That moisture comes up. You see, that's southeasterly, so it's coming up from Cape Town, and now that moisture gets in this area and blows heavy rainfall to the Western Cape. Did you know about that? Oh, I think not. Despite the heavy rain that these models actually calculate the amount of rainfall falling in that specific area. It's quite significant. It depends on how the current flow is forming. What stage is it in? Because, for example, it can be on stage 3, which is the part where it actually starts to, break down. It actually dissipates. That's actually the third stage. Am I right? Now, the third stage actually begins to dissipate as it reaches the South Africa. But now, this energy, this jet stream, is forcing lots of wind. But this current flow pressure system that's over here is resisting that strong jet stream. It leads to a cutoff. Can you see that low pressure system? Look what it forms, the current flow. Because of that humidity. Once that low cuts off, it causes a steep pressure gradient. It causes humid air to build up in a small area. According to this model, pressure gradients aren't that common in these types of black southeasters. Well, how else does it form? Do not worry about that. Because that jet stream actually it protects that outside layer, okay? The core is in there. It's in there protected. But that jet stream, it protects the layer. It causes that cutoff. But that cutoff won't do anything to protect the storm from hitting. Because now, to make it worse, it will form a new pressure gradient and it will form a new current flow, or low pressure system or high pressure system. And that's actually kind of weird, pretty weird, but that's how it actually works here in this country. But now, how does it actually cause all this rainfall and all these thunderstorms and all this flooding? I can show you thousands of reports of the current flows that are wasting. Well, here is a live Earth satellite from space from this current flow, okay? You can see clockwise, going inside easter, clockwise, and so on. So now that steep pressure gradient pushing in lots of strong winds and lots of moisture. This coefficient in the middle, that humidity going into that low pressure current flow system over there, and the strong winds, the southeaster winds, this black southeaster. There's the current flow. It's calm over there in the current flow, but that black southeaster blowing strongly, and that current flow. Oh, it's a big storm, really big storm. It causes severe thunderstorms in South Africa. It causes lots of heavy rainfall. It's the most rain-bearing. That storm. If you see weather models saying how often current flows is in the different months, and also the current flow induced rainfall, you can see these models are detecting a really high current flow induced rainfall. So right now in February, okay, here's February, and the highest frequency of current flows is in April, okay? That's the highest frequency. So right now in February, we're going into the current flow season. We're getting ready for it.